students. In the last class, we have discussed till about frequency, amplitude, wavelength, right, speed of light, and now in this class we will discuss today the last definition in this part is nothing but wave number. Wave number is denoted by V dash, right? The wave number is denoted by V dash. The number of wavelength present in one unit length. The number of wavelength present in one unit length. So that means wavelength is nothing but the distance between two successive crest and troughs. Wavelength is nothing but two successive crest and trough. So now the number of crest and trough present wavelength is nothing but the distance between two successive crest and trough. That means if I consider 1 centimeter of area, that means 1 unit length, 1 centimeter or else 1 meter, right? 1 unit length. So that will be standard one we can say. The number of wave lengths, that means the number of crest, you can consider crest or trough. So the number of, if I consider these as a 1 unit length or else 1 centimeter, then how many number of wavelengths are present? Like this. The number of wavelengths present in a unit, 1 unit length is nothing but what? Wave number. So these are the some examples, definitions, dear students, in this chapter. It is just like your physics. So what I thought is some of the problems are there for which I require some more explanation during, and these problems are skipped in your as per your new syllabus. So that's why what I thought, better not to go with the problems, right? So next is next part of if I skip your problematic part in this chapter, then the next part is, see, if these things are there, then definitely I will go in detail in your offline classes. You don't worry about that, right? So why I am not explaining is nothing but some of the concepts are there. There I need to explain clearly, right? So for that I'm just moving back from the problems. So right, but the problems are very simple. If you know the formula, then definitely you can very easily go or solve those problems. Our problem is not like a physics, right? That will be very high. That means a twist will be there, but in chemistry problems we will not be having so many twists, right? So next is de Broglie's wave theory. De Broglie's wave theory, right? So these theories are a bit important. They might be asked in your examination. See, according to de Broglie, what he said is a particle including electron, right? I'm just going general microparticles that we cannot see, right? Microparticles including, not excluding, including electron, they are all have a dual nature. That is nothing but the de Broglie wave theory, right? So what Broglie said, microparticles as well as the electrons, including electrons, the electron will come in the microparticle itself, right? Microparticle including electrons, right? They all have dual nature, right? So that is nothing but the de Broglie. That means, what is this dual nature, right? So dual means two, right? Particle and wave nature. Particle and one more, wave nature. See, very simple way I will explain. According to de Broglie, right? Micro particles, micro particles including electron, they show dual nature. Those are particle nature as well as wave nature. See, right? Particle nature as well as wave nature. So about wave nature we know, that means any particle present on the earth crust, they have always dual natures according to whom? De Broglie. According to De Broglie, microparticle including electron, they all have two type of natures in them. Those are particle nature as well as the wave nature. So particle wave nature, about wave nature we know, always they prefer to travel in wave form, right? And what is particle nature? Particle nature means if I throw any stone or a particle, then what happens? It will travel in a straight direction, or else they might be having to travel in a straight way. That means particle, like they behave like a particle nature as well as wave nature. What are those? Micro particles, including electrons, they always show dual nature. Those are what? Particle nature as well as the wave nature. Wave nature, that means they can act like a wave, that means they can show a waving nature. And one more, particle nature is nothing but, just imagine normal particles, not micro. So stone, whatever you can say, if I throw the stone, definitely what happens? It will travel in a straight way and it will come back to in a straight way. That is the case, right? So now particle nature means what are the particle moving in a straight line. So that means they can show wave nature as well as the particle nature. So this is nothing but what? De Broglie's wave theory. So that means always the microparticles as well as the including what are electron, they always show what? Two type of natures, dual natures. Those are particle nature as well as the wave nature. So particle nature is nothing but any particle, if we throw, they travel in a straight direction. So that's why they might travel in a straight direction, microparticle as well as the electron. And one more nature is nothing but they can travel in a wave form, right? So these are the two dual nature according to him. According to de Broglie, the speed of electron can be given as, according, this is the first point. And the second point about the de Broglie is, and the second point of about this is nothing but, according to de Broglie, second point, according to de Broglie, de Broglie, according to de Broglie, electron can be given, the speed of electron, can be given as, lambda is equal to, that means what is lambda? Lambda is equal to h by m into v. So here h is nothing but Planck's constant, m is nothing but mass, and v is nothing but the what? Frequency, and lambda is nothing but wavelength, right? So this is nothing but about the de Broglie wave theory. The next concept is, see, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So dear students, this part is very important for 2 marks. So sometime de Broglie may be asked, may not be asked in your examination, but Heisenberg's uncertainty principle is most important, I can say, right? Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Heisenberg's uncertainty, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, right? So, what is this principle and all? We will see one by one. So, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, it explains about the position and motion, position and the moment. That means speed. See, speed. And one more important thing, he talks about the position. Position means particular point. Particular point. Speed means you know distance traveling per second or whatever it may be. In Heisenberg's, he talks about uncertainty. Uncertainty means simultaneously at a time speed as well as position we cannot determine. That is nothing but the uncertainty. See, if I am playing a cricket, for boys it is very good example, right? If I'm playing a cricket means, imagine, so bowler will throw a ball with a speed, right? That is nothing but the speed, and the ball will take a land on the ground. So that means that is nothing but the position. So imagine whether I can analyze both at a time. That means simultaneously speed as well as position. Never. Once I can imagine a position where the ball has landed, or else once at a time I can imagine what is the speed of ball. Both I cannot imagine at the same time. That is the condition here. That is nothing but the uncertainty principle. According to his statement is, I will give a statement, you just listen it. It is impossible to determine simultaneously momentum or speed. Momentum is nothing but speed and position of the electron. Very important. Electron always in the speed, right? Always in the momentum. At a time, if I give at that particular single time, if I ask you to identify speed as well as position at 12 o'clock exactly, both I require, then it is possible for us? Never. What you can do, why? Because it is in motion, right? Electron always be in motion, it is not a stationary. If at 12 o'clock, if I able to identify electron speed, then the speed if I identify at this position means after 12 second, what happens? Electron will not be here. The position will be changed. That means at a single time, we can imagine a speed of ball or else landing of ball. Both at a time we cannot imagine. Landing as well as land on the ground as well as speed of the ball, one we cannot imagine. That is nothing but the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, right? So statement I will give you, you take it down. Statement, right? Statement. It is impossible. It is impossible to determine. It is impossible to determine both simultaneously. That means at a time. Simultaneously, momentum, or else one I can say speed and position of electron. Right? Very simple. Right? So this is all about today's class. That means simply one we can say that It is impossible, highly impossible. You just imagine, if a ball is thrown towards you, then one you can at a single time, right? Both we cannot do at a single time. You can imagine a position of landing of a ball on the ground once, or else you can just imagine a speed. We cannot say that it is 100% speed or 200% speed, but when we can imagine how speedily it is coming towards us, one point at a time, or else one we can see the landing of a ball on the floor or the ground. But at a time, both we cannot be imagined. That is nothing but the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It is impossible to determine simultaneously both momentum, that means speed, as well as the position of a electron, right? So this is all about today's class. In the next class, we will discuss more thing about this chapter, right? Thank you.